Hello, my name is Asha, and this is Asha Reviews Movies and TV. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the 2012 film Ted. Before we get started, I'd just like to say don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and check out my other channel and social medias, which will all be linked down below. It's currently the 22nd of the 11th, 2025, November 2025. Let's get straight into it then. So, Ted. The Ted movie review. The cast of this movie is Mark Wahlberg, Seth McFarlan, Mila Kunis, and Joel McHale. You may know Mark Wahlberg from Planet of the Apes or Pain and Gain, Seth McFarlan from Sing and a Million Ways to Die in the West, Mila Kunis from Max Payne and Goodrich, and Joel McHale from Open Season 2 and Becky. Mark Wahlberg plays John, Seth MacFarlane plays Ted, Mila Kunis plays Laurie, and Joel McHale plays Rex. The director of this film is Seth MacFarlane. The writers of this film are Seth MacFarlane, Alec Solin, Wesley Wild. The IMDb rating for this movie is a 6.9 out of 10. My rating for this movie is, again, a 6.9 out of 10. I'm going to tell you something to comment at the end of the video. Make sure you guys do that so I know you watch all the way through to the end of the video. Also, we're fast approaching 100 subscribers on the channel. Let's try and get that by the end of the month. This is available on Prime and Now TV. Rated 15, and it was made in 2012. This is a buddy comedy, satire, slapstick, high concept, raunchy comedy film. John Bennett, a man whose childhood wish of bringing his teddy bear to life came true, now must decide between keeping the relationship with his bear, Ted, or his girlfriend, Laurie. This film is an absolute classic, a classic comedy film in my books. It's got a great and talented cast, very funny. I like the casting from Mark Wahlberg and Mila Kunis, as well as the voice acting from Seth MacFarlane. Really funny buddy comedy film. I do think this film is a bit overrated. It's not top 4 potential, but it's still a great film. Definitely a great comedy watch, and definitely worth a watch. Right, let's talk about this for a bit. So this film, by no means, is a great film. As you can see, it's got about, let's just average out his rating on IMDb to a 7, okay? It's got an average rating of about 7, okay? And about 3 stars on Letterboxd, which, you know, that's 3 out of 5 stars means it's an equivalent to, for me, a film that I would rate 3 stars. My collection, what am I looking at right now? I can't remember what have I rated 3 stars. Well, I might have rated that a bit higher actually. Let me just get something. I haven't actually reviewed it to my Letterboxd, but this is the type of film I would rate 3 stars because it's got a great cast. It's a great movie, but it does not have like the background of a comedy or an action. Well, it is. This is more of an action than the other one is, but it doesn't have the backing of the drama and action type. This film doesn't. That's why you kind of got to make sure that this film is actually that good. It is a really great film. It was definitely a great watch. Every time I watch it, I feel like it's a new experience. I feel like the comedy just gets better. It's not like any of the jokes are actually dead. And my favourite part of this film, to be honest, is the fighting scene between Mark Wahlberg's character, John, and Ted, played by, voice acted by Seth MacFarlane. It's really great. The voice acting is amazing. The The acting in general is quite good. Mila Kunis, she's a great actress. I think she's been in a lot of films I've watched. She is definitely probably a top 15 actress for me because she is quite a good actress. Um, but yeah, Mark Wahlberg again is such a great actor in my opinion. Definitely deserves to be in the top 15 actors of all time. It's just some of the films he's been in just aren't as good as what he could do. That's why he gets blamed as a bad actor. But you've seen stuff like Shooter and American Sniper. I think he's been in both of them. He's really great in them films. He's great in like action war movies. He's also really great in comedy roles. I also really like him in Transformers because I think he was kind of underrated in that Transformers franchise. Really great films, to be honest. This is a really great film. I have reviewed Ted 2 on the channel, so I'll pop that in the little icon box above if you want to watch that. Yeah, really great film. Can't say too much bad stuff about it, to be honest. The only thing is he didn't have that depth of character. I would like to have a film where you can actually see him growing up with the Teddy, but I do with Ted. But I do understand that there is a show currently going on about Ted and Johnny's character, but in like their teenage years, which I think that might be a bit funner. I think that's still going on, to be honest. I think that was made last year. I'm gonna try and see if I can watch that after I've watched this, because then I've watched all three like Ted franchise things. So yeah, this is a really great sequel to the original. This is a really great prequel to the sequel. Yeah, it was a great watch. Make sure you guys comment Ted below for a shout out in the next video. Bye bye.